What's up everyone, and welcome back to Top 5 Central. Today we're looking at the top 10 worst Halloween costumes ever made. Now real quick before we begin, I want you to comment what you're gonna be for Halloween, whether it's like a cop or a scary murderer. Let me know, because the most creative one gets pinned. Also, leave a like on the video right now for good luck trick-or-treating, but with that said, let's get right into it. Number 10, the ball pit. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, if there's one rule you should always follow at Halloween, it's that any costume based on a kid's toy is probably a bad idea. With that said, I think this one might be the worst, because being completely naked aside from a ball pen around your waist isn't just totally inappropriate, it also looks pretty uncomfortable. Plus, I don't know how many Halloween parties you get invited to wearing it, if I'm being totally honest. Number 9. When they're done right, homemade Halloween costumes can be awesome, but I think it's safe to say that this one isn't one of those times. I mean, take a minute, I bet you can't guess what it's supposed to be no matter how hard you look. So yeah, it's actually supposed to be a stormtrooper, but it looks like the Empire must have run out of money, especially if they're using paper bags instead of helmets, am I right? Number 8, the stomach baby. One good thing about this costume is that it doesn't take a whole lot of effort, but the downside is it'll probably scare away everyone you meet, and not in a good way. Like seriously, I have no idea what this guy was thinking when he decided to glue a bunch of doll parts to his stomach. It looks like a baby is trying to bust his way out of his belly, but since there's no fake blood or anything, it's just, well, creepy. Number 7, a toilet. Okay, this is one of those costumes that maybe sounds like a good idea at the time, but it doesn't take long for you to realize you've made a massive mistake. I mean, if you show up to a Halloween party dressed as a toilet, then you're probably not going home with a date, but you are just begging for some pretty gross things to happen to you. With that said, if you're really that determined to do it, then maybe keep a close eye on your seat at all times, if you get what I'm saying. Number 6, Bert and Ernie. The thing about dressing up as any kind of kids television character is that it doesn't take too much for it to go from cute to creepy, and that's twice as true when you're dressing up as a puppet. I mean, Bert and Ernie are pretty normal looking on the show, but it turns out that when a human does it, it's way more disturbing. I don't know, I think it's the fact that they've glued fake eyes onto their faces that makes it so scary, but the metallic paint jobs and weird puppet mouths definitely aren't helping either. Number 5, South Park. So unless you're a big fan of South Park, then you probably won't recognize this one right away. But if you remember back when they had the medicinal fried chicken episode, well yeah, someone decided to recreate Stan's dad. Basically it's a reference to one iconic episode where Stan's dad managed to enlarge a certain part of his body by putting it in the microwave, and hopefully you don't need me to tell you which part. Anyway, it's a pretty hilarious costume if you get it, but it's gotta look mega weird to anyone else. Like seriously, you must really need some big balls to wear this one. Ooh, actually, you know what? That last sentence was really cringy. You know what? We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Number 4, the poop emoji. I've gotta be honest, I don't really know what to say about this one, apart from the fact that it's just kinda dumb. I mean, I don't really know why anyone would wanna dress as an emoji, period, but dressing as the poop emoji has gotta be the worst of the worst. Not to mention that having a huge face smiling out of your chest is pretty creepy all by itself. Like, I can't imagine wanting to dance with someone literally dressed as a giant pile of poop, could you? Number 3, pumpkin bikini. So the good news about this costume is that you could totally make it at home if you wanted to. The bad news is that it's not the most dignified outfit in the world. I mean, wearing a pumpkin bikini is a bold move as it is, especially for a guy, but making one out of real pumpkins comes with its own world of issues. Like, it's obviously gonna start going soft and moldy while you're wearing it, which is just really gross, but it might literally fall apart while you're out partying, so you might wanna wear something underneath. Number 2, wrecking ball. So Miley Cyrus swinging in on a wrecking ball is definitely old news by now, but if you're gonna use that as your Halloween inspiration, I don't think this way is the best way to go about it. Like, it would have been easier for this chick just to wear the Miley outfit, but for some reason she decided to be the straight up wrecking ball instead. So yeah, as cringy as it is though, I really do gotta give her some serious props, because it was actually pretty damn creative. Okay, here's her honorable mention. Geeky costumes are either very very good or very very bad, and I don't think you need me to tell you which one this is. Like, I think this dude was just short on time to make his costume, so he just grabbed some cardboard and a piece of string and turned himself into a YouTube video. I mean, hey, if it was a Top 5 Central video, he probably would have made number 1, but because it wasn't, he gets number 2. Number 1, Princess Leia. Princess Leia is the holy grail of Halloween costumes no matter what gender you are, but this, well, this isn't exactly the best one I've seen. I mean, the good news is you could just grab your bedsheet and the cinnamon buns you were eating for breakfast and you'd be done, but the bad news is it would be pretty gross. Like, I can't imagine having 2 sticky buns stuck to your head would feel nice, but hey, at least if you're hungry, you ain't that far away from food. Okay, so the costumes we featured so far have been really, really bad. But when I was looking around for those, I found so many really funny and creative costumes, so I thought we'd end this video by showing off some of the best. Make sure to drop a like if you want to see more scary Halloween videos. With all that said, hope you enjoy. And there's our video on the top 10 worst Halloween costumes ever made. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe so you see whenever I upload a video. Also, if you have your own top 5 or top 10 idea, feel free to use our extremely handy form in the description to submit it. With that said, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.